Hey y'all, Matt Stepp with Dave Campbell's Texas Football in the parking lot of a Whataburger in South Amarillo because my game ended really early with the Bidistrict playoff Friday night instant reaction. Let's start with my game over in Hereford, which is about 25 miles down the road, as the Abernathy Antelopes knock off Stinnett, West Texas, 35-18 to improve to 8-3 on the year, advancing to the area round of the playoffs where they will take on the Cisco Lobos. Abernathy's defense did a great job tonight containing West Texas High quarterback Cade Winters. Their freshman sensation, Colt Micheletti, had 3 touchdown runs to lead the Abernathy Antelopes to the win and the trip to the area round of the playoffs. Congrats to Justin Wiley's ball club. My first game of the day was over at Happy State Bank Stadium, where Panhandle survived a test from New Home, 42-21. Dane Ashley's ball club with a nice win in the early game at 4 o'clock over at Happy Bank Stadium. Now, let's swing around the state real quick. A few quick thoughts as games are just now wrapping up, as my game ended about 9:15. So a lot of games were still going on when I got out of Hereford. So let's start the big game in Class 6A, the DFW Metroplex. Coppell rallies from 21-7 down to knock off Prosper 35-27 in a top 20 showdown, a rare top 20 showdown in the first round of the playoffs. Coppell remains undefeated at 11-0, but they got tested by a really, really good Prosper ball club. Antonio Wiley's ball club advances to the area round of the playoffs, but a real big test and a great ball game for the Coppell Cowboys. Edward Griffin, the Baylor committed quarterback, had a big second half to lead Coppell to that comeback victory. A couple of interesting notes in Class 5A. Let's go down to the Houston area. Angleton, another rally. They rallied from 21-7 down to knock off Pflugerville Weiss 35-28. Big win for Jason Britton's ball club in a really good first-round matchup. And Pflugerville Weiss, tough luck season this year for Vernon Hughes' ball club. Their quarterback, their senior quarterback, Jax Morgan, goes down in the scrimmage with a season-ending injury. They bring in a freshman, Jackson Shad, who plays great all year. Weiss goes 8-2 on the year in the regular season. 2 close losses to A&M Consolidated College Station. And then they lose by 7 in the first round of the playoffs to Angleton, 35-28. Really tough luck season for Pflugerville Weiss. They had a good ball club, but Angleton survives and advances in that one. And 5A D2, how about Seth Parr's Anna Coyotes? What a win for them. They go to Colleyville Heritage and dominate a really good Colleyville Heritage ball club, 45-10. They busted that thing open late in the game. Anna, I'll tell you what, Seth Parr's ball club, they're the 4A Division I state champs. They move up to 5A. They're playing their best football at the right time. They're the only team to beat Prosper Walnut Grove, who also won today. Keep an eye on Anna in Region 1. Don't underestimate them because they will make you pay. What a win for the Anna Coyotes. That's a good Colleyville Heritage team, and Anna beats them by 5 touchdowns. Tyler Chapel Hill survives a real big scare from Huffman Hargrave on the road. They escape the North Houston area 37-35. Chapel Hill's defense late comes up with a couple of big plays. They had a key goal line stand on fourth and inches to stop Huffman up by 2. And then Huffman on a late drive, they throw an interception. Chapel Hill, the big win there. A defending state champ did go down tonight in 2A Division I. The Timpson Bears fall to Hearne 31-21. They're in Palestine. Congrats to the Hearne Eagles as I'm holding the tripod because it's so windy out here in West Texas. But Hearne knocks off Timpson 31-21. The first defending UIL state champ goes down. And then finally, we've talked about 4 seeds, and there's always that talk. There's too many teams in the playoffs. Why do 4 teams make the playoffs? Look at all these blowouts in the first round of the playoffs. Well, we had another 4 seed win tonight. Congrats to Fairfield, knocking off Orangefield in a classic 49-42. Big win for Coach Bechtel's ball club there. The Fairfield Eagles get a win. Last night, on Thursday night, we did have some lopsided results, no doubt. There were some 80-point spreads. I think San Antonio Davenport put up 91 points. So there were some lopsided results. But also on the flip side, we had 10 4 seeds on Thursday night alone win in the first round of the playoffs from 6A to Class 2A. Really impressive. Some of these districts, we talk about 4 teams making the playoffs, but there's a lot of deep districts in the state of Texas, and there's 4 or 5 playoff-worthy teams from a lot of districts. So I'd rather see more teams in the playoffs. Personally, I like more football better than less football, and the cream always rises to the top. These 4 seeds are good ball clubs. They got wins. At least one got a win tonight in Fairfield. So congrats to those guys. The Fairfield Eagles get a win, and we'll keep an eye on those 4 seeds getting the playoffs. And then finally, the El Paso area. Tough week for El Paso. They had 17. El Paso area had 17 teams make the playoffs. 16 of them lose in the first round of the playoffs, and most of them in blowout fashion. The only one to win, El Paso Del Valle. They knocked off Abilene Cooper last night. Keep an eye on unbeaten Del Valle. Coach quarterback Jake Fetty, Arizona State commit. They're 10-0. They are a team to watch in 5A Division II Region 1. So I'm going to get me a Whataburger, get a little post-game meal, and then I'm flying back to Dallas in the morning because I got North Crowley and Byron Nelson at 1 o'clock at Crowley ISD Stadium. Stay with TexasFootball.com and Dave Campbell's Texas Football for all your playoff coverage.